Imagine you check your bank account, and it looks fine on payday, but somehow 2 weeks later, you're wondering where all your money went? Like, you didn't buy anything crazy. No big splurges. No luxury vacations. But your money just disappeared. Yeah, that's not bad luck. That's habits. And the truth is, there are a handful of very specific money habits that are quietly keeping most people stuck, no matter how much they earn. My name is Sid, and I spend way too much time thinking about why people stay broke even when they make decent money. If you're someone who feels like you should be further ahead financially, but can't seem to make it happen, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Look, here's the thing. Most people don't have an income problem. They have a behavior problem. And today, we're breaking down the 5 money habits keeping 90% of Americans broke and exactly how to fix them. Habit number 1, spending whatever's left instead of planning first. Most people treat saving like an afterthought. They pay rent, buy food, go out, subscribe to 5 different streaming services, and then they try to save whatever's left, which is usually nothing. According to a Federal Reserve report, nearly 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money. Now, you might be thinking, well, yeah, because people don't make enough. But here's what most people don't realize. Even people making $100,000 plus often leave paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because they follow this formula. Income minus expenses equals savings. The fix is simple, but uncomfortable. Flip it. Income minus savings equals expenses. So if you make $4,000 a month, you automatically move $400 out first. No debate, no emotions. Then you live on the rest. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't do it if you feel like it. You just do it. Habit number 2, normalizing small daily spending. $5 coffee, $12 lunch, $18 Uber Eats. Individually, harmless. Together, financially destructive. Let's do quick math. If you spend just $15 a day, that's about $450 a month. Over a year, $5,400. Now invest that at a modest 8% return for 20 years. That's over $250,000. Yeah, that daily habit could literally cost you $250,000. This is where it gets really interesting. It's not about the money, it's about the psychology. Small purchases don't trigger guilt. They fly under your mental radar. Your brain treats them like background noise. The fix? Create friction. Delete save cards. Use cash for daily spending. Or set a weekly, fun budget and stick to it. Because once you see the money leaving, your behavior changes instantly. Habit number 3, lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, and suddenly your lifestyle upgrades with it. Better apartment, new car, more expensive habits. And just like that, you're still broke. Look, this is one of the biggest traps out there. Because it feels like progress, but it's not wealth. Here's what most people don't realize. If you get a $10,000 raise and spend all $10,000, your life doesn't actually improve long-term. You just raise your cost of survival. The fix? Every time your income increases, lock in at least 50% of that raise toward investing or saving. So if you get an extra $500 a month, you only allow yourself to spend $250 more. That's how you actually move forward. Habit number 4, avoiding money conversations and tracking. Let's be honest. Most people don't even know exactly how much they spent last month. Not roughly. Not kind of. Exactly. And that's a problem. Because you can't fix what you don't measure. It's like trying to lose weight without ever stepping on a scale. Now, you might be thinking, tracking sounds annoying. Yeah, it is. But being broke is more annoying. Start simple. Track spending for just 7 days. Categorize it. Food, rent, subscriptions, random. No judgment, just awareness. Because awareness creates control. And control creates change. Habit number 5, waiting to feel ready to invest. This one is huge. People think they need more money, more knowledge, the perfect time before they start investing. Meanwhile, time is the one thing they're wasting. Let's say you invest $300 a month starting at age 25. By 65, assuming average returns, that's roughly $1 million. Waiting until 35 to start, you'll have about half of that. Same monthly amount, same effort, just less time. That's the power of compounding and the cost of waiting. The fix? Start small. Start messy. Just start. Even $50 a month is better than zero. Look, none of these habits are dramatic. That's what makes them dangerous. They don't ruin your finances overnight. They quietly drain your future day by day. But the flip side? Small changes don't feel powerful either until they compound. So here's your move. Pick one habit from this video. Just one. Fix it this week. Because financial freedom isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing a few things consistently. And if you made it this far, you're already ahead of most people. Hit the like button if this helped. Subscribe if you want more no BS breakdowns like this. And I'll see you in the next one.